Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. Today I'm going to be giving you guys my best steps on how to survive longer in the survival game mode for update 1.5. If you guys are not aware what this is, it's basically H1Z1 if you guys have never watched that game, but that's what it basically is. Today, I'm going to be giving you guys my best steps on how I survive super long in the game mode for survival. And yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoy the video. But if you guys do enjoy it, make sure to drop a like on it. If we could hit 20 likes on this video, I'd appreciate it, as well as smash that subscribe button if you guys are looking for more Division content. I'd appreciate if you guys could do that, as well as comment down below your guys' steps you guys use to stay alive super long in the DZ. I'd like to see what your guys' take is on it, and I'd like to see what you guys use to stay alive longer. But yeah, guys, let's get right into the video. So first of all, I do want to say that these steps that I'm going to be talking about, they're not in any certain order. I just, sort of named them off on my computer, and I didn't put them in order. So yeah, guys. So first off, the thing that I usually try to do is I try not to engage in any agents right when the game starts. And the reason for that is because you don't have anything, no one else has anything, but you never know how many people spawn by you. You never know maybe if they're in a group, because if someone's in a group and maybe you're playing solo or something, and you just so happen to spawn right next to them, you're probably fucked if you go straight up Rambo mode and you just try running out there and usually take an L and you get lit. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. I just try staying low key and not engaging in any agents, at least not until you're geared up, or at least until you have a weapon. It's usually up to the person, depending on how good they are and how much faith they have in themselves, whether or not they think they can take down a whole group by themselves. But on to step 2, I usually always have to keep an eye out for any painkillers or maybe any medicine, because people never tend to keep an eye on their survivability time. If you guys do not know what that is, it's a little timer if you hold down right on the D-pad. If you hold it down, it'll show you a little timer. That's how much time you have until you die. Now next, also this sort of goes with all this second step as well, but people always forget to buy the virus filters and the advanced virus filters. I don't know how many times I've went into it. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I did this the very first time that I played survival with my friends. We didn't have any of the filters, and we tried running into a building and instantly died. So make sure you guys buy the filters. Don't just not buy them, okay? Just make sure you buy them. Also, make sure you guys are looking out for, the candy bars, the soda, and the water. Your guy gets thirsty. If you don't drink any of that stuff, it's just going to help cause your character die a little bit faster, as well as candy bars are useful if you guys maybe don't have any medkits or something, and you guys are running low on medkits, and you guys want to use one of those to, make your character regen 100% faster. On to the next thing. This is the close part of the video, if you guys were wondering. This is probably the most important thing that I do, and I make sure that I do every single time. If you guys are not aware, every time you spawn into a game of survival, the safe house you spawn in, no matter what, it always has a piece of fabric, and it always has at least one thing of painkillers in it, guaranteed when you spawn in it. And what I do with the fabric is I use that fabric to create maybe a hat or a scarf right off the bat when the game starts, just to make sure I have a little bit more clothes on than anyone else usually would. If they don't maybe know that you're supposed to do that every time, make sure you guys do that. And make sure you guys are crafting clothes. If you guys aren't finding them, maybe you guys just aren't having the luck finding any of the clothes boxes. Maybe the NPCs just for some odd reason are dropping in clothes. Make sure you guys are keeping up with your character. Make sure he's not freezing, and make sure that you guys are finding the barrels as well. But clothes, I can't stress enough how important they are to this game mode. That is the difference between you dying from an NPC because you have no health, or that's the difference between you getting lit from an agent because you can't regen your health because you're freezing. So just make sure you guys are always on top of your game, and you're finding the clothes to wear that are actually pretty decent. If you're not finding any, like I said before, you guys have the option to craft them as well with fabric. Fabric's really not that hard to come across. You guys shouldn't have a problem crafting your own clothes as well. Now, on to the next one. This is skills. Crafting skills is pretty easy to do. If you guys played survival a lot, you guys probably know they're pretty easy to do, but the trick to skills are that different safe houses have different skills. Not every safe house has the insta-heal. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, the little insta-heal skill that you can use in the DZ has a little plus sign for a medic. That is definitely the best skill that you're going to want in this survival game mode. The reason for that is because once you get to the end, or maybe you're finding, agents that are trying to team up on you, if you kill someone and you don't use a med kit, they're gonna think that you don't have any. You can pop that overheal, whatever you want to call it. It's basically like an unlimited amount of med kits some people might not necessarily be able to find a safe house that has those. So if maybe you shoot them down to 1 bar of health, and they use a med kit, they might be out of med kits, and you never know. You might be able to use your heal, kill them, and you just have the overall objective higher than them. So just keep that in mind, guys. It might be different for different people that play, but in my personal opinion, I'm usually running insta heal in the turn if I'm playing with a group. If I'm playing solo, it may be maybe something else, maybe like volleyballs or something. It just depends on what you're playing in. It's gonna vary for every single person. Make sure you guys use the skills. Don't just leave them open on your thing. Just make sure you fill them with something. It doesn't really matter. It just depends on what the people are playing with and what you might like to use. So just keep that in mind. Lastly, this is very important to me when I play by myself. It may vary whether or not what kind of players you're playing with. Maybe if they're for your friends and you have good communication, why not? It might be a little bit different. But if you're playing solo or people you might not know, it might be a little bit harder. But this is staying in the shadows. This is probably the second most important thing, other than maybe close to me. But staying in the shadows, staying hidden, staying, just make sure you're not making any noise. Try to make as little of noise as you possibly can, because once you hear, maybe you clear out something and there's a bunch of noise, you hear grenades going off, bombs going off, sniper shots going off, that's gonna alert the rest of the lobby, and the last thing you want is attracting the entire fucking lobby to just come after you like, oh shit, this dude just hit this, they just hit this part, let's go run over there and try to kill this guy and take his shit. I just try to go as slow as I can, taking it at a pace that we can all, run at, rather than just running out there and like Rambo and getting lit. So, I hope you guys enjoy these steps. These are the steps that I use personally to survive longer. If you guys want me to like upload a super in-depth video like 20 minutes long, I can do that. But other than that, guys, those are the main steps that I use to stay alive. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. See you guys next video. Peace out.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake, 'cause I don't fucking care.